보기만 해도 오금이 저리는 산을 등반하는 마크-앙드레. 놀라운 점은 안전장치 하나 없이 맨손으로 암벽을 오른다는 사실입니다.
Squamish, British Columbia.
로키 산맥이 위치한 작은 시골에서 태어난 그는 어린 시절부터 남달랐다고 합니다.
Cool. I'm Marc-Andre Leclerc. Lived in BC my whole life. And I'm a climber.
Marc-Andre did have some challenges as a kid, and he had a diagnosis of ADHD.
어린 시절 ADHD 판정을 받은 마크.
Things at a block. When it started into like actual first grade, and we had to like sit at our desk, turned into hell for me.
그런 그에게는 든든한 지원군인 엄마가 있었고,
rather than like pick out what she thought I should do with my life.
책을 통해 암벽 등반에 관심이 생기고 모험을 시작하죠.
At first, it was just jeans, running shoes, a few granola bars in the pocket. After like a couple years of scrambling around by myself, it just naturally progressed to technical climbing.
A small futon at the bottom of the stairwell, like an entryway. There was no need to live luxuriously.
성인이 되어서도 자유로운 영혼이었던 마크는 여자친구와 텐트에 살면서 암벽 등반을 즐겼다고 하는데, 떨어지면 인생 하직인 이곳을 스파이더맨 뺨치듯 올라가는 마크. 그는 등반을 사랑하는 남자였죠.
When I'm soloing rock climbs, I don't really like to feel like I'm pushing myself.
So then, why do it?
More just to have a casual, fun adventure and cruise around.
요즘 젊은 세대와는 다르게 일절 SNS도 하지 않았다는 마크.
He belongs in a different era.
그는 새로운 모험을 하기 위해 캔모어로 가는데,
Where he'd come for the world-renowned ice climbing.
And he was like soloing all these ice routes all day long.
Ice climbing solo, it's something not many people do. With just a few centimeters of your ice tools and crampons in the ice. Might not be there sometimes the next day if the thing you're climbing on decides to collapse.
보통 사람은 절대로 할 수 없는 순간마저도 아무런 안전장치 없이 꼬챙이에 몸을 맡기는 마크. 우리라면 오줌을 지리고도 남을 순간에도 그는 항상 침착했고 그저 즐기고 있었죠.
How was it? It was super fun. Yeah. Scary? No, not particularly.
그렇게 마크는 험악하기로 소문난 산들을 정복해 나갑니다.
I'm just gonna T-slot.
Oh man.
Then Mark was in Scotland. He knocked off a string of solos, like they were 9 holes of golf.
At one point, I was climbing in South America on this 4,000-foot wall. We could look over and be like, that is Marc-Andre. I was like, this is messed up. I cannot believe he's soloing that.
He had made
그리고 마크는 등반계의 역사를 바꾸는 등반에 성공하죠.
And it sent shockwaves through the climbing world.
Holy shit! Mark soloed the Emperor phase, and probably the greatest solo ascent of anything that's been done in North America.
단독 등반으로 최초로 로브슨산을 정복한 것이죠.
I was frustrated that Mark had made this historic ascent.
자신의 업적에는 큰 관심이 없던 마크. 그런 그에게 자신만의 등산 원칙이
He carries
있었는데,
no communication device that could be used as a lifeline if things go wrong. And he climbs on site. He's never been on the mountain before. Never rehearsed the route.
하지만 그조차도
The goal is
거대한
to climb
자연의
as
은혜로
safely as
목숨을
possible. You
이어간다는데,
control what you're doing, but you can't control what the mountain's doing. The mountains are alive all around you, and you're kind of at their mercy. You have to think about avalanches, what time of day is it going to get sun, what the weather's going to do. It's like a game
그리고
of chess.
그에게도 꼭 정복하고 싶었던 산이 있었죠. 아메리카에서 극강의 추위로 유명한 토레 예거로 향하게 됩니다.
The weather is horrific.
Avalanche hazards can be extremely high.
그리고 지금까지의 등반은 토레 예거를 정복하기 위한 전초전이었죠.
It was all sort of preparation with Ager in mind. Just checking the latest mediogram. Looks good, like Tuesday, Wednesday.
What does that mean?
Means they're going climbing.
그리고 산에 오르기 전에는 먹고 싶은 음식을 다 먹는다는 마크.
It's, undeniable that every time you go to the mountains, it could be your last time. So all these things that you love, you have to appreciate whatever.
그것이 마지막 식사가 될 수 있기 때문이었죠.
Soloing Tori Ager had long been a dream of Mark's.
그리고 토레 예거 단독 등반에 카메라맨이자 어릴 적 친구인 오스틴만 같이 갑니다.
Austin would hang with Mark in town and shoot some climbing on the lower sections of the route. But for the summit push, Mark would climb alone and bring a small camera to capture what he could in real time.
어느덧 등반을 시작하는 날이 다가오는데
I'd spent a whole year imagining this climb, and I felt like I had the skills to do it. But I don't know the route whatsoever. No idea how this is going to go. Conditions are definitely tough right now.
하지만 너무 많은 눈으로 상황은 좋지 않았고
A lot of this kind of snow. I think avalanche conditions could be quite dangerous. You're switching constantly between boots, crampons, and rock shoes.
빙벽과 암벽이 번갈아가며 나와 까다로기까지 했죠. 그리고 단 한 번의 실수도 용납되지 않았죠. 역경 속에서 정상에 거의 다 도착했고 야영 후 다음날 오전에 정상으로 가려 했죠. 하지만 갑작스럽게 나빠진 날씨.
I woke up at around 5 in the morning, peeked outside my sleeping bag. A full snowstorm was starting. Now I just have to pack up as quick as I can and rappel the whole mountain.
결국 정상을 앞두고 하산을 결정한 마크는
Well, I'm back in my tent.
다행히도 목숨을
I'm sorry to
건지게
say that I
됩니다.
did not reach the summit, but I survived, which I think counts for a lot.
I was relieved to hear that Mark had made it back down. And after such a close scrape, I figured he would just fly home, unsuccessful, but safe.
하지만 미련이 자꾸 남는 마크는 포기할 수 없었고
But Mark couldn't let it go. This
이미
time,
익힌
he was
루트를
raising
토대로
the stake.
하루
Because I
만에
already know
정복할
the route,
계획을
I
세우죠.
decided I could do the route in a day without carrying any bivy equipment. I have to go really light and move fast in order to get it done.
He hoped he could get to the summit and back down before the next storm crashed in.
I'm just going for it. Just this tiny little adventurer on this huge mountain.
그렇게 결국 새벽부터 시작한 등반으로 토레 에거를 정복한 마크.
You know, it's almost like my whole life leading me to a certain place. No alpine ascent is truly complete until the beers go clink. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
See?
하지만 아직 그가 올라가야 할 산은 많이 남았죠.
Now, it was time to assemble the film and release Mark back into the wild. He still had so many mountains to climb.
그의 등반 영화의 끝을 맺으려는 순간 충격적인 소식이 전해집니다.
Ryan Johnson. Climbing as a team with a rope, they made a first ascent on the north face of the Mendenhall Towers.
Mark right there. Yeah, pretty amazing up here. We got a long way to get down though, so we're gonna get to it.
But by the next morning, nobody had heard from them.
알래스카의 어느 산에 올라간 뒤로 연락두절이 된 마크.
With all the new snow, conditions were too dangerous to land there. But they spotted a rope. It was covered in avalanche debris.
지형이 험해 시체도 찾기 어려운 곳에서 생을 마감한 것이죠.
We were hoping to do a recovery of their bodies. It didn't happen. They just disappeared into the glacier. After he died, I just didn't care about anything. Maybe I would just disappear also. But then I remembered this conversation that I had with Mark. Mark said that if something happened to him, he wants me to keep going. He just wanted me to keep climbing, keep loving life, and be happy. Yeah.
A lot of us live our lives thinking of the things we'd like to do, but we hold back. I think that's what really stands out to me about Mark-Andre's journey. If you were able to overcome, the things that you see as limitations or the things that you're afraid of.
매 순간 죽을 수도 있는 암벽 등반을 하면서도 누구보다 값진 행복을 얻었던 마크. 우리는 어떤 두려움 때문에 하고 싶은 일을 주저하고 있진 않나요? 지금까지 영화 알피니스트-마크-앙드레였습니다.